What's going on, everybody? This is Darren from Affordable Shoe Review. Here to review some shoes for your friends and you. And today, guys, I am so excited. I'm kind of nerding out a little bit. This is nostalgia in a box for me. So please stay tuned for this awesome pair of shoes. I can't wait to go over them and all the crazy details. So let's get into it. If you are new here, please go like, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate you very, very much for stopping by and checking out my video. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for continuing to rock with my content. I appreciate you very much. We are up over 1,600 subscribers. In my last video, we were up over 1,500 subscribers. Now we are up over 1,600 subscribers. So very excited to see the channel continue to grow. I'm hoping to get over 1,750 or so by the time Thanksgiving comes next week. So let's keep subscribing. Let's keep liking, interacting. Let's get above that 1,750 mark by the time Thanksgiving rolls around next week. Now, please do not forget about the giveaway that I am doing with Danny Moore on a pair of Lost and Found Jordan 1s. All you have to do to enter for the giveaway for the Lost and Found Jordan 1s is subscribe to my channel, subscribe to Danny's channel, and then to DM Danny proof on Instagram that you have subscribed to both channels. Please comment your shoe size down below for the giveaway so that we know what size to buy whenever we pick a winner. Anyway, good luck on the giveaway, guys. Super excited to give back to you all for the holidays. All right, guys, so a little bit about me. I grew up in the 90s. So I grew up in the early and late 90s, right? I was born in the 90s, so grew up in the late 90s, right? That was really my childhood. And so I was around whenever the first wave of Pokemon came around. Pokemon Red and Blue kind of took the world by storm. It was a game that everybody had to have. All of my friends, myself included, had to have Pokemon Red and Blue, the original Pokemon games. And it was just a worldwide phenomenon. It is still extremely popular. Pokemon is not going anywhere, but back when I was growing up, Pokemon first started and it just took the world by storm. It was such a huge phenomenon, such a large IP. It was insane to see how popular Pokemon actually was. So anyway, Puma got a collaboration with Pokemon, which makes a lot of sense because it is the 25th anniversary of Pokemon. So I've got the box right here and I'm going to go over the shoes in just a minute. But for the 25th anniversary of Pokemon, they got a Pokemon collaboration. Super excited. I actually have two pairs from this collaboration. We're only going to be going over one of those today, and I'm going to show those off to you in just a second. Now, the Pokemon collaboration that Puma got for this 25th anniversary is highlighting some of the original 151 Pokemon. So you'll see here on the box, it actually has the Pokemon that are featured in this collaboration. So all of these Pokemon ended up getting a pair of shoes on a different silhouette. You have Gengar here, who ended up getting one of the basketball shoes. I don't remember what silhouette it was. You have Bulbasaur here, who got the FX Rider. You have Squirtle, who got the Puma Suedes. You have the Charmander, who got the Slipstream Lows. And you also have Pikachu, who got the RSX. So quite a few different silhouettes for all of these different Pokemon. Obviously, these four are the starters from the Kanto region of Pokemon for the original Red and Blue and Yellow games, Yellow being Pikachu specifically. But for the Red and Blue games, these Pokemon these Pokemon were the starters that you could choose from. Now, Gengar is also a very popular Pokemon. He was like that ghost Pokemon that everybody wanted while they were playing Red and Blue. So also a very popular Pokemon, and that's why he got his silhouette as well. So anyway, this is a pretty dope box. You guys can see all those different Pokemon details on the top, Puma and Pokemon down here, as well as the Pokemon and Puma branding on the side of the box with that Pokemon text and the Puma text right here. This is a pretty awesome box. I like the special collaboration box. It's kind of dope to have a collaboration box denoting all the different things that are dealing with the shoes themselves. Now, that's not it with the box. I'm going to open it up and show you the paper really quick. All right, so I don't know if you guys can make this out or not. I'm going to take a picture of it and show you up close. But the paper in the box shows all of the original 151 Pokemon. So, once again, all the nostalgia for me because I loved playing the games and trying to catch all of these Pokemon. Some of my favorites being like Articuno down here, Lapras, Squirtle was my favorite of the starter Pokemon. A whole bunch of Pokemon really that just bring back a lot of nostalgia for me. Scyther being really cool, Pinsir being really cool. Just lots of awesome Pokemon up here in that original 151. All right, guys, let's finally get into the shoes. You can see here that I have the Puma and Pokemon Slipstream Lows in the Charmander colorway. Now, Charmander is probably the most popular of the original 3 starting Pokemon. There's Charmander, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur, but Charmander is probably the most popular because he eventually evolves into Charizard, and Charizard is probably the most popular Pokemon of all time. Maybe Pikachu, but Charizard and Pikachu are like 1 and 2 as far as most popular Pokemon of all time. So Charmander, very, very popular as far as a starter Pokemon was concerned. For the Kanto region for the Red and Blue games. So we have the Slipstream Low here. This is actually a silhouette that is inspired by 80s basketball, and you can definitely see that really chunky midsole, that really chunky look. In my opinion, it kind of looks like a dunk, right? It's got a very dunk vibe to it. If you're a Nike fan, it definitely has that dunk vibe to it. The midsole looks a little different than a dunk. Obviously, the upper is slightly different, but it is very dunk reminiscent in my opinion. So your upper is primarily made of suede. You have 2 color suedes, and you'll actually see an orange suede that wraps around your mudguard and also around your heel cup. This actually wraps up onto the eyelets as well. It's not a really super nice suede. It's kind of rough to the touch, but it is a suede nonetheless, and you can see that there in that darker orange color. You will also see a lighter yellow suede. This is almost like a tan suede that wraps over your toe box and then up onto your mid panels and around your ankle collar. That suede feels almost the exact same. I think it does feel the exact same as that orange suede. So it's not a super nice suede, but suede nonetheless that wraps up a majority of your upper. You'll also see that your midsole comes in a very thick, chunky white midsole with an all orange outsole. So orange is the primary color for Charmander. He is a fire Pokemon, so a majority of his upper of his body is orange. So you've got the orange right here. There is no white to him, but the white midsole does contrast very well with that orange outsole. So you'll see that all orange outsole with the Puma branding right here. Now, Charmander being a fire Pokemon, there are some definite fire-inspired hits on this pair of shoes. The first of those fire-inspired hits is going to be your Puma swoosh. So your Puma logo right here. And this is actually in a gradient red, so from red to orange, it changes, and it is in a plastic material. I like this a lot. It's got a very nice shine to it. I don't know if you guys can see that in the ring light, but it has a very nice shine to it because of that plastic material. And it is in a red to orange gradient. A super dope fire touch. It definitely looks very fiery, especially with that gradient from red to orange. You also have your fire emblem here on the back of your shoe. So on your heel, you've got your fire emblem because Charmander is a fire Pokemon. So right there, embroidered in red, you have that fire symbol. You also have some plastic eye stays that are a very bright pop of red. You'll see that right here, the very bright pop of red up here on your eye stays, as well as right down here on your eye stays. So a couple more pops of red to bring in that fire effect. Now, some specific Charmander hits. You'll actually see a rubber hang tag with the Charmander face on it. So that's pretty dope to me. You've got your Charmander hang tag right here. Really dope. And then you've actually got your Charmander on a leather tab on your tongue. So you do have a Charmander face with the Puma branding right there on your tongue on both of the shoes. Now, speaking of your tongue and your laces, your tongue is in an all-white leather. This is a nice leather. It feels pretty good to the touch. And there is only one set of laces that comes with this pair, and that is a flat cream or tan lace to match your suede that's on your toe box. Now, one of my favorite touches on this shoe is the fact that on the inside of the tongue, you've actually got the numbers 004, 005, and 006. The reason for those is those are the respective Pokemon numbers for Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard. So the entire evolutionary line of Charmander, and they paid homage to those numbers in the Pokédex, which is where you would keep track of your Pokemon, on the interior of the shoe on the back of the tongue. So it would not be a Charmander shoe if you did not pay homage to Charizard himself. But you'll see on the insoles, another one of my favorite touches here, a foam insole, but you will see the silhouettes of all three of the evolutionary line of Charmander. So you'll see the Charmander silhouette, the Charmeleon silhouette, and then finally the massive Charizard silhouette that runs all throughout the insole of your shoe. Now, you do have some Pokemon branding on the back of your hang tag. There is also some Pokemon branding on your inside of your ankle collar, and your ankle collar is actually in a cream leather. So you have leather on the interior of your ankle collar, and you do have some Pokemon branding as well. But guys, that's about it for this pair of Puma and Pokemon Charmander Slipstream lows. I dig these. I thought that I was not going to like these because I thought they looked a little too kiddish to me when I saw them online. But I think that the colors are actually neutral enough that you could wear these. And if you're a fan of Dunks, this is a very similar to a Dunk silhouette. So I'm a Charmander fan. Once again, my favorite starting Pokemon was Squirtle, but I am a Charmander fan, so was excited to grab these to see a lot of nostalgia from my childhood as I grew up playing all the Pokemon games. I just love it. I love the fact that Puma got this collaboration to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Pokemon. All right, guys. So thanks again for tuning in, checking out this pair of shoes. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for my Squirtle review that's coming soon, or coming tomorrow maybe. Just depends on when I get home tomorrow and if I can film after work. But please stay safe, stay blessed. I appreciate you very much. Don't forget to enter the giveaway, and peace out. We'll see you soon.